Here we're at the crown jewel of the UK, Greggs, and we're going to be breaking down the Greggs chart to find out if you can trade this for unlimited sausage rolls. Let's go.
And so here we have it. Feast your eyes upon the British absolute institution that is Greggs. Now, for those of you non-native to the UK, Greggs is it's a bakery chain in the UK that is very, very famous for its sausage rolls and its sort of bakes and pasties. Yeah, really, really good, cheap, quick. They seem to be everywhere, and they, especially when you're up in the north part of the UK, is they absolutely love them. Yeah, there's even 24-hour Greggs, drive-through Greggs. Yeah, it's a bit of a phenomenon. There's a bit of a cult to it. Ultimately, it's a very interesting chart because, as you can see, it had this real explosion upwards from sort of 2013 onwards. Yeah, definitely one that could be interesting to trade, as you can say. Potentially get free sausage rolls with the trading profits. That might be a challenge to try in the future, but first we can map out the chart. So I have got this onto the. It was on the 6 month. Is there anything on the yearly? There is actually. So we can start off by putting in our all-time high up at here. Greggs Mania all the way back in 2021, and then if we go down here and we can mark in our all-time low, and I will make that red. So yearly levels, what have we got from a yearly? There's a very nice yearly level there that I will make this line white. So I will put Y for yearly. We've got another interesting one. Oh, I have. If we get rid of that, it is Alt H, not Alt V. Yeah, easy mistake to make. We've got another one there that we have. Yeah, we'll put in that Y. Yeah, I made a bit of a mistake on that one. If we get rid of that, we'll get rid of that space, and there we are. That one's a little bit far away. We've got another one here, and I think beyond that, it's probably not worth looking at. I think if Greggs ever got back down here, there would probably be riots in the UK, particularly up in Newcastle. So if we go down onto the lower time frame, so if we move that up slightly, got a really nice little range there. If we put one here, and I'll just grab this and just go underneath here. And what are we on? 6 month. So 6M. Do we have any other 6 monthly levels above? No, that's slightly off, so we'll get that on a lower time frame. Yeah, nothing more sticking out. So from the 6 month perspective, not a huge amount. Now, if we go on to the 3 month, what do we have? There's an interesting one there. That is, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons today. If we put that in there and just get this and just tuck that on there. There we are. We've got a very nice 3 month level just below the yearly. Same here, but that's a little bit close. And you've got here as well, but I think I'd want to see it fall quite quickly down to here if you were going to look at trading some of these levels. But above, what do we have? There's a level that we've got there that we can mark out as 3 month. We've got one there that we can mark in. There's one there, but it's a little bit too far. So what I will do is we'll go down onto the monthly and see what we can see. So if we look up, there is a monthly level there that we can mark in. We've got a monthly level here that we can mark in. What else do we have? Oh yes, we've got something in this range. So we've got that there. That's a very nice little level actually. As we can see, it has acted as both support and resistance. So that's quite a key level. And look at the liquidity in this zone here. Look at the size of the candles in this area here. This is a very, very volatile area. Is there anything else that jumps out on the monthly? No, there is not. So we will go down to the weekly and see what we have. So what do we have on the weekly? We can see really long period of consolidation over the summer before a dip down and a push up. Took out the liquidity on this top side and has retraced down somewhat, but it's interesting to see if it can find support and still hold this level. Is there any weekly levels that are interesting? There is an interesting weekly level there that we can mark out. Is there anything in this big liquidity zone? No. Look at the size of the candles in here. I'm going to get a box actually, and I'm going to mark out certainly this area here. So you can see, oh yeah. So this is a very, very high liquidity zone. As you can see, the candles move very, very quickly in this area. I will make this box slightly bigger actually, and we can encapsulate a little bit more into it. So if I move that up to there and move this down slightly to cover these, yeah. So we've got a very nice big liquidity zone there. Got a massive fair value gap here. Absolutely massive. So if we zoom out a little bit, let's have a look at volume on this. So I'll trust the FRVP. We'll go from here. This should give us a nice example. So as you can see, yeah, high volume there. Here I think is interesting. This is a high volume area. And you've got a nice potential back test there. You have this area here that is interesting. That's an interesting point just below that 6 monthly level. This is a complete void here. So this would be very interesting if it got down to here. You'd see it move down to here quite quickly. So I will do is I'll find this, and you've got a nice back test there. And yeah, look at this. So we can see if we take, I think this is it. So if we take this off, we can dive a little bit into what we see. So as you can see, if we go on to the daily, how has this thing been moving? So as you can see, this strong retracement down. I'll move that slightly across to there. As you can see, strong retracement down into this zone, dumped down, ranged a little bit in here, and then it seems to have gained this level, pushed up, pushed through this area and retraced back down. So this potentially, if I was looking to trade this, I think you've potentially got a sweep of this level here, this 1594. Sweep of this, maybe come down and fill in some of this candle, but I think ultimately this is probably the key bit. Push back up, and then I would be starting to get quite excited about this if we broke above this monthly level and held, because then I can see a push up to at least this 3-month level, and then taking some of this area here. And then if it solidly holds this 3-month level, look at that. You have not a lot in its way. If you hold this 2000 level, you could see this push up all the way up past this box, and maybe up to 2864 quite quickly. And obviously coming back to where it was pre-Christmas. So this has had a really rough year. As you can see, 7th of January, this is down what are we down since January, since 7th of January peak? Yeah, yeah, down to the bottom, this lost 48%. We're currently down about 42, 43%. This is an interesting one. This potentially could indicate that this has some legs to run should the conditions become right for it. I think it's an interesting play. Greggs is very much at the budget end in the UK, and obviously with the cost of living crisis, this could play into their favour. I think they're probably, from a macro point of view and from a business point of view, their main issue is certainly around the UK national insurance and energy costs and import costs and food costs, etc. But yeah, staying out of technicals and just looking at the chart, I think it's an interesting chart. I think there's some really good opportunities to play on this. And it's definitely one that I will look into the fundamentals for a new video, and that could be an interesting one. And then, yeah, certainly keep this on the watch list. I think there's some really good trading opportunities, and we can potentially use this to buy some free sausage rolls. That would be quite a fun challenge. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and make sure to let me know in the comments what's your favorite thing from Greggs. And yeah, like and subscribe, and let me know if there are any stock tickers you would like me to break down. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.